All right, guys, we just got done watching Obsession, and that movie was fucking crazy, dude. Definitely one of the best horror movies I've seen this year, hands down.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Best horror movie. No, I would disagree.
You disagree? Which
okay.
one?
Well, I thought Hokum was
Okay.
a lot scarier.
Yeah.
And more traditionally horror.
Agreed.
themed. Whereas like I felt this movie was more of a dark comedy,
Uh-huh.
and although obviously it had elements of horror and it falls under the horror genre, I wonder if it's just because it's such a genre vendor that it doesn't fit necessarily perfectly in one spot.
That's true,
You know
because
what I mean?
it is a little bit of a dark comedy as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would have to agree there. Hokum was really good as well. And it is traditionally more of a horror movie. This movie is very unique. It kind of has its own vibe, I think. And then whether it's just like the music, the story is not the most like it's a wish gone bad essentially, but the way it plays out is I really haven't seen anything quite like it, honestly.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the Peel. Is it Peel? He?
His
Yeah.
Nope movies and all that
I
stuff.
haven't seen those, but
Jordan Peele.
I imagine that they're similar in that way. Like,
Okay.
They're funny. Have you seen these movies? I don't know.
Yeah. So I would say not all of them, right?
Mhm.
I think Us was kind of funny, but not everybody would agree with me there.
Right,
Like a lot of
right.
people didn't think it was funny, but I thought it was
Okay.
hilarious. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe because that's similar to what's happening with this movie. When we were at the theater,
Yeah.
everybody was cracking up.
Mm.
But if I look at reviews online, it seems kind of understated how people are describing this movie. They don't seem to necessarily. It's not the driving theme that they're describing that it was funny. Whereas
Right.
I think that was the main device was the comedy of the film,
Right.
right?
Okay.
Like everybody was laughing. Like
It was a funny movie.
it was very funny.
It was actually very funny,
Yeah.
which you wouldn't think from watching any of the trailers. What else? It has a really good way of like doing suspense as well.
Okay.
That's the main driving thing behind it.
Mhm.
It's there's a lot of moments and there's many horror movies that do this, but this
Right.
movie does it really well.
Okay.
Where you're sitting there and you know something's off. Basically, whenever this chick, shoot, what was her name?
Nikki.
Nikki. Whenever Nikki wasn't
freaky Nikki.
Freaky
Nikki.
that's a nickname that she fucking hates. But
Yeah.
anyways, whenever she wasn't on screen, you knew something was gonna happen,
Mhm.
and it was kind of like funny in that way. Where like if she was on screen, it was kind of like, oh, okay, we're good. She's happy,
Mhm.
you know. But whenever she wasn't there, you knew something was coming.
She
And-
was coming, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
part of the.
yeah, and it was genuinely like you're just waiting for the moment when she finally shows up and
Mhm.
does whatever batshit crazy thing was good, dude. It was palpable.
I think so. I think you're like the whole tension. The film, it did a really good job of creating tension and then release, and the release usually was the comedy, right? The laugh.
Yeah.
And I thought that was masterfully done. How in 1 second you'd be terrified, and the next second you're laughing.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that was the best part of the film because you can enjoy it while you're a little terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It knew not to go too far into the suspense, I suppose. There was levity, you know. But overall, dude, yeah, it was incredible. Like such a badass movie.
Yeah.
But in case you don't know what it's roughly, how would you describe the synopsis? I guess
Oh,
the story.
I would say that it's about a guy that is obsessed with a girl who, for all intents and purposes, does not like him. or as far as we know, she doesn't like him. Although there was a moment in the story,
It's confirmed eventually.
where where he had an opportunity to come clean and tell her exactly how he felt, but he chose not to. And I thought it was interesting that it was at that point when he decides to make that. Oh, spoiler warning, by the way. Like.
Oh yeah, we're talking about spoilers, 100%.
Spoilers.
We're assuming maybe like
You've seen this movie.
you've seen this movie, or
you don't care about.
or you don't care about spoilers. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, right as soon as she's like, "Oh, if you like me, tell me now," and then as soon he didn't tell her, and then he makes the wish right after that. I think to me that sort of highlights what the movie's critiquing, which is basically like a coward. You know what I mean? Like a man that doesn't want to. He's too scared to express his feelings to a girl and take a chance, right? Instead, he chooses to make a wish.
He chooses the easy way.
Easy way, and like clearly he didn't think it would work. You know, it was just like a pathetic thing that he was doing. Like, oh, I wish that Nikki loves me more than anybody else.
Yeah, because he embarrasses himself completely in this moment. Like he completely does everything wrong. Everything that you're not supposed to do. Like he's been knowing that she doesn't like to be called Freaky Nikki. Like it's a nickname that she completely hates.
But his friend told him to do that. His friend was like, call her Freaky Nikki, and it's like basically it's part. It's a nod to the red pill culture, right? Like not the red pill, the hookup culture. No, not the hookup. What am I thinking?
Oh shoot!
You're supposed to nag a woman so that she feels insecure, and then that makes her like you. It's part of that whole.
Yeah, and which is a tactic for sure.
Yeah.
But I think our main character just didn't have the confidence or the skill to pull something like that off.
Right.
So she's already pissed off at him. She's like annoyed and she's like weirded out, and she's walking to her house, and as a last ditch effort to get her attention. Right, because he's trying to give her this gift, which is the Make-A-Wish thing.
Right.
Because she had lost her necklace prior, and this is how he was going to like make her day or whatever. Right. She was upset. So the whole time he's trying to give this gift to her, and she's like kind of like insinuating that she doesn't want the gift, you know. But anyways, everything he's so awkward, makes it so uncomfortable, and she's walking away. And as a last ditch effort, he's like, "Oh, see you later, Freaky Nikki."
And then she gets mad. She comes back. She's like, "You know, I don't like it when you call me that." But it's funny to me that that's when she asked him, "Do you like me? Just tell me now." You know what I mean? So it's kind of like she knew that someone who likes her would try to neg her. It's like, "Oh, you must like me" or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a thing.
I don't think that was the point. But then once he makes the wish. One of the funniest moments in the movie, right, where the camera pans to her shadow in the doorway, like she came back, and we're like, oh shit, it worked. And that's where it starts, right?
Yeah.
So
complete 180.
Complete 180.
She's all over him.
She's she's confused. You can tell she's confused because she's like, my cat died, right? And it's like.
And it was his cat that was dead. And then he's just like, what the hell? But
then she then invites him in. He's like, no. I think it's important because I saw some people review the film, and they're like, oh, he's so stupid. Well, she's basically throwing herself at him, and he's saying no. But I think it was important for him to deny a few times, because otherwise it would become too obvious that he was taking advantage of her. You know what I mean? Like he needed to deny, like, no, I can't come into your house, and then she forced herself to come to his house.
Yeah.
You know, and then even then he denies her. Like she's trying to, when they're in the bed, there's a moment where they're in bed,
and he's like a total virgin, I'm assuming. I don't know if he's ever had sex before.
That's the vibe that
you get, right?
Yeah. It's never confirmed, but yeah, he's all scared. So I saw one guy do a review about how he thought he was being so stupid, but meanwhile I'm like, dude, you want him to date rape her. You know what I mean? Like, what do you
Yes,
mean?
because that's the whole thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not really her. Like,
She lost all autonomy.
Yeah,
That's the whole thing.
she's possessed by some sort of, I don't know if it's a demon, or I'm assuming it's a demon
It's
because
never really confirmed, right?
it's never confirmed, but when he finally calls the phone number for the helpline to the Make-A-Wish thing, Make-A-Wish.
In the back of it's called the One Wish Willow.
One Wish Willow, and on the back of the box there's a phone number for like the customer service, and you can hear
Funny
like
scene.
it's so funny, dude.
Scene.
Daniel, and it's intentionally hilarious. Like this
Right.
movie knows how to be funny.
Yeah.
And it knows how to be scary. But yeah, he calls that line, and you can hear like the actual real Nikki, screaming like in the pits of hell or something like that.
Right.
And
Classic.
so yeah, it's some sort of demon, right? Essentially, and it's not her. So the point is, she's possessed, has no autonomy, and she has no free will, right? This isn't really her, and he's just like, let me.
Taking advantage of her.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happening behind the scene. I've seen people talk about this film as a metaphor for a toxic relationship or codependency, which I do think that's fair.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I 100% saw that.
Yeah, 100%. But I do think that at its core, the film is saying that the villain here is the main character, which is Bear. Bear, the name for the bear, which supposedly it has nothing to do with the meme of the bear. Would you rather find a man or a bear in the woods?
Right.
But I think it definitely has something to do with that. It's a recent meme, like less than a year old, 2 years maybe at most.
Actually, I'm not familiar with it.
You're not? Yeah, it's just, if you ask women, the majority of women, if you ask them, would they rather find a bear in the woods
or a man
in the woods, they'd feel safer with a bear than with a man. And so I think
that's so sad, right? Speaks so much to men in general, dude. We need to get our shit together.
We need to get our shit together for sure. Yeah. So,
sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, go on. Tell us.
No. That's it.
Tell us how we should be.
No, that's not for me to say. But whatever we're doing, it's not working. Women don't feel safe.
Yeah, and it's because men are out here making wishes that take complete autonomy away from women.
Yeah.
And then doing a
just
whole
fucking Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. Yeah, essentially. I mean, it's kind of a serious topic, but yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
But this is like
But
just
yeah.
speaking of the movie,
Well,
like
the movie itself,
as a metaphor, right?
It's a metaphor, right? I would say so, and it's critiquing that. I would say, because obviously, like, I don't think Bear is supposed to be a hero in any way. And if anything, it comments on the tragedy that can come. It basically, I would say that, I don't know if we're skipping. Are we still trying to describe?
We totally got off topic, 100%. Totally.
Okay, well, should we get back on topic or should we?
Yeah, we can do like a plot synopsis and then get back to Save Your Thought and then get to that.
All right, so then after in the room, right? They go back to work. They all conveniently work at a Guitar Center or something.
Something, right?
Some kind of
some
music
sort
store.
of record music store.
Right, and they go back, and Bear's telling his friend that she was acting weird and all this, and she's like, "Oh, she was on Molly, that's why." You know?
Yeah.
And then I guess later in the day, she goes back to his house and says, "Yeah, I was on Molly, that's why I was acting weird."
Which is kind of creepy because, like, how does she know these things, right? Like, she has access to his thoughts or something.
I thought she just talked to him.
Oh, maybe.
To the friend.
Oh, and you know what? That might be it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because, well, okay. So that's when they finally sleep together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they do the whole thing, and then...
And he's like, "Oh, you're not that scary. You were just on Molly.
Yeah.
It's fine."
Yeah. And I would say that I don't know if this is, maybe it might have been a different scene. I don't know if this is the immediate scene, but I feel like there was a scene where she was where they were doing it right, and she was just kind of lying there and like
Oh, that was
like
a little bit
expressionless.
Yes, and she was just like moaning and yeah.
I feel like that was also a hint toward it being kind of like a. Are we allowed to say the R word on?
Just
It was
say
it was a great. It was a great scene, but like, you know, I think that's another hint of what the movie's really about.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so what happens after that? Do you remember?
Yeah, so they hook up for the first time, and well, no, they don't hook up, right? They're gonna hook up. So she's at his house. They're in bed together, and they're making out or whatever, and they're taking their clothes off, and then they're getting into it, and she has a moment of like lucidity, like you see the real Nikki kind of like pull through for a second, and she kind of like does one of these. She's like, she looks confused and is like processing what's happening, and she flips out completely, like starts screaming like, "What the fuck is going on?" type shit, and and basically, sorry, I'm a little bit sick, and he freaks out too, because at this point I don't think he knows that it's not her, right?
No, not yet.
And so he's like, "What the hell's going on? Like, why are you screaming? Like, did I hurt you? Like, what's going on?"
Yeah.
And so that's where you first get your like glimpse that like, okay, this is not Nikki. Like, this is something else. And that scene was actually pretty damn scary to me. Like, I thought it was freaky as hell.
Yeah.
Like, because like for me, this movie caught me off guard a lot of times. It does that where your guard is dropped, right? Like, it's like you think it's like the sex scene in like every horror movie. It's just gonna be like one of those things, and then it just like jump scare where Nikki's face turns and back into like her real self, and she's just screaming because she's freaking out. So definitely, and it's a very traumatic situation. Like it goes back to like being taken advantage of, right? Like it's like an R scene almost. Like it's so it's very heavy on the
On the grape.
On the grape. Yeah.
No, I think it's subtle. It's subtle, right? No.
I think the topics and themes go very deep and very heavy, but the way it handles it is a very. It's not super.
I think it's veiled. Like, I don't think it's obvious that that's what's happening, but it hints to it several times in those different ways that we already listed, and then even his friend, right, who ends up kind of perhaps being jealous, and it's not clear, but to me it seems kind of, it's hinted at that was his motivation to why he was acting a certain way. It sounds like he liked Nikki. Like, you
his
know,
best friend?
Yeah, it was like a love triangle, right? At the end of the day, and then the girl liked Bear, and it was like a whole thing.
Yep.
But yeah, I think he mentioned that, it's not a good look. You're taking advantage of her. You know, there's obviously something wrong with her.
Yeah.
You know, so it's hinted several times that like something's.
Yeah, and that could have either been genuine or just him being jealous, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not clear. Open to interpretation, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But that's not revealed until later. It's revealed later on that the best friend, I forget his name escapes me, but basically Sarah tells Bear, the main character, and she's just like, "Hey, Nikki and what's his face, his Bear's best friend, have been hooking up on and off for like a year or something like that."
It's kind of shocking when that, like, I mean, you can kind of tell, but at the same time, it was kind of shocking.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It just kind of, it's like a slap in the face, right? With considering everything that's already happened.
Oh yeah, because also he was like pretending to be helping Bear, and it makes him come off as super fake, you know.
Yeah.
And it is very fake of him. Like, dude, just be straight up, right? Like,
right.
Hey, I mean, her hooking up, so I don't think you have a chance, Bear. You know.
Right.
But he leads him on.
That's how the movie starts, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to coach him on how to talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so that happens, and then where do we go from there? Okay? So there's a scene where she freaks him out, they're in the bed and she starts acting weird. She watches him sleep.
Oh my god, that was terrifying as well for me.
Yeah, and then after that scene, in the morning, he tells her, "Stop. Can you stop being weird? Can you stop being weird?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll stop being weird."
Yeah, Bear, I'll cut it out. And then she proceeds to be like, okay, cool, like we're good, right? I'm sure she gets the message. And then he goes to work and she's off for the day or whatever. And she cooks him breakfast or something like that. Yeah, she cooks him lunch, or she makes him lunch. And so he grabs the bag and everything seems normal. And then Bear turns around to head towards the front door. And you just see his face. The acting is incredible, by the way.
Both the main leads are
they're very expressive.
Yeah. The face,
So you see Bear's eyes start to widen as he sees the front door. You see the fear start to sort of consume him in a way, and it pans over to the front door. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Pans over to the front door, and the door is just completely covered in like hundreds of layers of like freaking duct tape. Like it's just insane. Like it would have taken her the whole night essentially to do this, and
then he starts to leave, right?
Yeah.
And he's struggling, and she goes, if you're struggling with the door, maybe you should stay. and he's like, no, I got it.
And she's like forces the door open. He's like struggling. Like
that was funny. and then he leaves, and then she just stands. And she pees on the floor.
Oh my god. So yes, he goes to work and he kind of has like his own time away from her. And so he's talking to Sarah, and Sarah, you can tell Sarah likes him, like it's kind of like implied.
And then Sarah's really sweet. It's so
she is.
The movie does a good job of making you feel like this guy's dumb. Like Sarah clearly likes
Sarah's
him.
right there.
And she's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. And
yeah, he's focused on Nikki for whatever reason.
Do you think that would be also a commentary on incels? Like maybe there are girls that like them, but they don't. They want to go for the girls that don't like them.
Yeah.
And force themselves up.
Oh, dude, 100%.
Yeah.
And and so yes, he's talking to Sarah, and Sarah's like opening up. They're just having a moment, and he's eating his lunch that Nikki packed for him, and he's just eating it like normal. But then Sarah's like, there's a note, right, that Nikki wrote on the lunch for him, and it says, hope you enjoy your lunch or something. And then Sarah flips it over, and Bear hadn't seen the other side yet, but on the other side it says, how's Cat or something?
What's the verdict on Cat?
What's the verdict on Cat? Yeah. And so Bear, it hits him because his cat had died. That's how the movie opens up. His cat is dead. Like it gets into his like drug cabinet and takes like oxycodone or eats a bunch of oxys or something.
You think that's what it was? I assumed it was like antidepressants or something.
It might have been that.
I figured that's what it was saying. Like, oh, this guy's heavily medicated because he got mental issues or something.
Oh yeah, he's like an anxious mess. And so yeah, the cat ODs and it's like seizing and foam's coming out of its mouth and it's dead. So yeah, his cat died. That's how it opens up. His cat's dead. And basically, it hits Bear, and he's like, oh my god, Nikki fed me my own cat, basically.
He doesn't tell the girl, though.
He doesn't.
I feel like at that moment, he should have told her. I don't know. It was
That's insane.
Like, it's an inside joke,
yeah.
He said.
Yeah.
He's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? She was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And he throws up.
Yeah.
I guess it's just...
He goes, he like bends over backwards for Nikki. Like, she's doing these atrocities to him, and he's just like, no, she's fine, she's normal. Like, throughout the entire film, like, never gives up that, like, this chick is crazy. Like, he's always trying to make it seem like everything's perfectly fine between him and Nikki. And it's incels, I guess. I don't know, dude.
Well, because, okay, so I don't know how close are we. Because, okay, maybe the next part is when they go to the party, right? So they're in this scene of right before the cat scene. The cat, he eats the cat, right?
Oh yeah, and but then he goes home for the day, right?
He goes home. That's when he calls behind the One Wish Willow number.
Oh yes.
Somebody answers. I believe that might actually be the Curry, the creator, the director.
No shit.
I believe so. I'd have to don't quote me, but
Okay.
you might want to look into that.
It makes sense because he seems so out of place. He's like just seems like
just
a chill,
a casual,
like a chill ass, like maybe even like a stoner guy.
Yeah, because it's okay. So supposedly this was a vintage toy from like the 70s or something.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So
it was a real thing.
No.
Oh.
In the story, in the universe of the story,
okay.
It was a vintage toy, and it was hard to find. And because when he was searching, the toy or the One Wish Willow, people were like, "Oh, it doesn't work. It does work," or like on Reddit or something.
Yeah.
But it was a vintage toy from like the 70s or 80s or something like that. So you would think the person that answers is gonna be like an old man, you know? But it was just like a young guy.
Yeah.
And like you said, out of place, very casual.
He's just like he calls and how he answers. He's like,
yeah. So hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Is this the One Wish Willow? Yeah. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's very casual. He's like, okay, so can I change the wish? Mind you, he doesn't want to like reverse the wish. He wants to adapt it. Like, he's not happy with
considering everything that's happened so far. By the way, like he was fed his own cat. This chick is staring at him sleeping. Literally done so many things that would have had me running away like long ago. And he's just like, yeah, can I just change the wish a little bit?
He's like, no, we can't really do that, right? And then he's like, all right, well, can we reverse it? Because he made it sound like he can reverse it.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we can't really do that.
Yeah.
Right. Just funny stuff, right? And then the guy on the phone is like, you want to talk to her? And, wait. Before that, right? He's like, well, that's just how it happens. I guess you can either die and that will break the wish, or did he mention that he can wish another wish if somebody else wished? I don't think they.
No, he never said that. No, so he was just like, whenever you die, the wish goes away.
Or I guess, and so and then he told him that it was his responsibility morally to take care of her while he, because he made that wish.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Would you like to talk to her?" And then that's when you hear the screaming.
Yeah.
And that's when it's revealed. Oh, okay, so that's not her.
Yeah.
She's been.
Her soul's in like hell or something.
In that guy, it's not really determined, right?
Yeah.
But it's like this guy, some kind of sorcerer or something, like has her soul.
Chillest sorcerer ever.
And no, so it's really funny. It's a really funny scene, and then
is.
it ends like that. And I'm like, oh snap! It's kind of scary. It's like, okay,
yeah.
Again, going back to the oscillation between like the hilarity.
They use comedy as levity, and it puts your guard down, and then they hit you with some freaky shit. It's a very common thing.
Yeah, and then right after that, he goes into the house.
Back home.
Yeah, he goes into the house.
And it's revealed that
she was just standing there the whole time, waiting for him.
Yeah.
In her like waist and stuff. It was gross.
She was peeing and pooping, and she was like the camera slowly pans down, and she looks horrible. She has like weird growth
like she
on her.
Maybe.
And there's like nasty crap all over her shirt, and it pans downward, and you see that there's this like puddle of pee and just poop.
Yeah, that's probably the most disturbing thing.
Yeah, so she was literally just not moving, like just standing there like a robot on standby, waiting for Bear to get back home from work. And
so imagine her surprise when Bear's like, I'm gonna go out for a guys' night.
That's true.
And then so she just screams, right? That's like, she's in the bathroom getting like cleaning up or showering, and she just screams at that.
Yeah.
And then back to kind of like where you said, because she says, or Bear tells her it's a guys' night, right? And then she goes, well, why is Sarah going? So again, it's like, how does she know that? I would assume it's just
she's talking to
the people.
You're right.
But it could be also, it's not revealed. She could just be a little psychic. I don't know.
No, she's talking to people. I was wrong. I was talking about scrap whatever.
No, I don't think so. I think it's not clear. She isn't.
It isn't clear. That's
there
true.
are supernatural elements to the movie, so you could be right.
Yeah.
But either way, she knows that they were going. And then so she ends up going to the party,
and there's a bunch of chicks there.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely co-ed. Yeah, they were just avoiding her because she's terrible.
Yep.
And so I would say the highlight of this whole movie is this party, I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
It was fucking, excuse me, it was...
You can cuss.
Funny, it was uncomfortable, It was scary. Like, it was just everything. It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was so well done.
Yeah.
But I'll let you talk about the party if you want.
So the party opens up and basically they're playing this like Jenga with like dares written on the pieces that they pick out.
Yeah.
And basically Bear is sat like at the opposite side of the circle. They're arranged in a circle from Nikki, and to his left is Sarah, who has a crush on him and he's his friend, and he's known her forever, right? And basically his block that he picks out, or what happens first? I think first Nikki gets a block, right?
I think Nikki gets a block and then she does her like...
She like tells a story.
It's like a fanfic of Hansel and Gretel, which I guess are like siblings.
They're brother and sister.
Okay,
yeah.
And then it was like just...
So weird and just
It
eerie.
it was an incestuous fanfic
Yeah.
of Hansel and Gretel.
Some Game of Thrones shit, dude.
But I thought it was... so, I think that was... It's to point to the fact that how unsettling that relationship would have been to normal Sarah, who said that... I believe it said several times.
I see him like a brother.
I see him like a brother.
Yeah. She doesn't say it, but it's revealed. Sarah reveals that that's what Nikki said to her.
And that's why, I guess in her...
Before everything.
In her stupor of this curse or whatever was happening to her, she would write incestuous fan fiction because he's like a brother to her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like that... Because they've known each other for a long time, right?
Yeah.
They've known each other since they were like kids.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that just... It has to be pointing toward, maybe something that women feel sometimes, like...
Yeah.
Like, oh, I love them like a brother, and then they
yeah, because they're not sexually attracted to this person, whoever it may be, at all. In this case, Bear.
So it's another highlight of how messed up what Bear is doing really is.
Yeah.
Or what he did is, or really is.
Complete breaking of her trust, or complete trust that she has in him.
Yeah.
So she tells this creepy incest Hansel and Gretel story, and everybody in the party is just like looking at her like, what?
Everybody's freaked out.
Fuck.
Everything that the guy said would happen, like, don't bring her, she's weird, she's being weird, or and then it all happened and then some,
Yeah. And then it goes to Bear, I believe, and Bear picks out his Jenga block, and his says, kiss the person to your left, and sat to the left of Bear is Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Nikki knows that Sarah likes Bear, and well, it doesn't even matter at that point. She's just like super jealous, like insanely jealous. And so Sarah Nikki straight up goes, like, walks over to where Sarah's sat, grabs her chair, and then just starts dragging Sarah like away from the circle, and then puts a chair there or something, and then sits down. And she's like, okay, like, I'm ready for my kids. Or whatever. Like, totally pretending like this is normal.
It's normal. And then, how soon after that, or what triggers the fact that... Because this is where it triggers, like, I think she's, like, really close to him or something.
Yeah.
And, like, touches him, and then she freaks out, right?
Yeah.
What's going on? Like,
yeah.
Like, real Nikki showed up for a second. Mm-hmm. And I guess this destabilizes her.
Yeah.
The whoever is possessing her or whatever that is, and then she hits herself.
Yes.
And
so she gets up and she's like making a mess and like making a fool out of herself, and she's center of attention. There's a bunch of people at this party. It's not just the people in the circle. There's like maybe 20 people or something, and all eyes are on Nikki. Mm-hmm. And she's like, guys, like, help me, like, it's not me, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That
sounds about right.
And then basically everyone's looking at her, and then other Nikki, Freaky Nikki, takes back Freaky Nikki takes control and just starts bashing her own head in with like a brick or something.
Oh, you think that was the real Nikki doing that?
No. I mean Freaky.
No, because it could be that was her, like the real Nikki trying to take over.
No, I don't think so.
I assumed it was the demon or whatever.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was the real Nikki bashing her own head.
Trying to kill herself, maybe.
No, I don't think so. I don't think she would kill herself because I think she still has hope at this point.
I just interpreted it as like it destabilized her and she's just going crazy because like the demon does hurt her itself, right? Doesn't it? Like, it
Ye-
does crazy stuff.
It
to
does
itself.
do crazy stuff, but what I saw it as is basically Nikki takes back real Nikki takes back control, and she's like seeping through again, and she's like, "Help me, guys! It's not me! It's not me!"
Yeah, that's scary.
And then basically she stands up, and she's like, basically the other Nikki, the demon Nikki, takes back control, and then she starts bashing her own head in, kind of like, "Shut up, bitch!" Like,
Oh,
like,
okay,
like,
okay.
like
Yeah,
this.
that makes sense.
That's how I
Yeah.
interpret it as, and then and just like messes herself up. Like she hurt herself
It
pretty
was-
good,
it was
right?
bad.
It was
It was
brutal.
bad. It
It
was
was
bad.
pretty bloody too. Like it was really like.
I think it's like extra highlighted. It's traumatizing because the actress is very pretty, so like to see her just fuck up her face, it's
That's
just kind of
true.
like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
what the hell? So but I would say that's the climax of would you say it's around the climax of the film. Like that's when you realize like, oh, this is dark, like this is messed up.
I wouldn't say it's the climax.
Nah.
I think the climax is for sure the end.
When the end or when she kills Sarah.
I think that's the climax. Actually, that's right before the end, before everything. Yes. Anyways, sorry, but anyway, yeah. Spoilers. But that happens, and then what happens after that? I don't even remember. What do you?
So they go to the hospital. It's like a montage, right?
Oh,
They go
yeah.
to the hospital. They're like, it looks like the hospital doesn't want to help or something.
Mhm.
And then they go back home, and her face is all messed up. I think they go to bed.
And that's when Bear is awake. She's asleep.
Yes, you could talk about that.
And then Bear gets a text, or his phone vibrates, and it's Sarah, and Sarah's like, "Hey, I need you to meet me at the park. I have something to tell you or something to show you."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh, I can't right now," because like Nikki's like wrapped around him and asleep, and he doesn't want to wake her up because she's not being a psychopath when she's asleep, you know?
Right.
And so he texts her back, "I can't go," and she's just like, "Please, it's important." And so he starts to slowly creep out of bed and move Nikki's hand and like doing his best essentially to sneak away. And I think she does wake up, and then he's like, she wakes up, or no, she starts talking to him,
Yeah,
right?
this is one of the most important parts, I would say.
Yeah, so she starts talking to him, like, and then it's real Nikki. So
Uh-huh.
Nikki's body is asleep, essentially, in bed, eyes closed, everything, and her mouth is just talking. But it's real Nikki coming through.
Real Nikki.
And
Nikki.
and then she's basically like, "Bear, please kill me. Like, it's not me. I'm not in control. I'm suffering or something. Like,
Yeah.
please kill me, Bear."
And then what does he answer?
And he goes, "Is it really so bad to be with me?" Like, what the fuck?
Dude, it's crazy because I feel like until that point, you do think that perhaps, like...
Maybe Bear doesn't know.
Yeah, Bear's not really the bad guy, but at that point, you're like, oh, he's holding her captive, like, consciously. It's like, oh, is it that bad? He's Bowser in this situation.
100%.
He's, like, holding Peach captive, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, so you get to see that Bear's not such a nice guy. He's not the persona he shows himself to be on the exterior, right?
Yeah, and then he just leaves.
And he leaves.
To his next hoe.
Yeah, he starts like talking to. He meets Sarah at the park.
Yeah.
And Sarah, they're like vibing and they're like having a great time, and you almost feel like they're kind of like having this romantic connection,
Yeah.
you know. And it's like, all right, well, I guess fuck Nikki, right, or
Yeah.
whatever. And then she reveals to him that she got her letter, and it's basically she's about to reveal whether she was accepted or not into the art school that she applied for, and she's always wanted to get into. She's been denied 2 times prior, and this is her last chance, essentially. So it's like a big deal for Sarah. And
The cameras in this scene in the car, the cameras were always panning to like, or not panning, but it was never front profile, it was always to the sides.
Yeah.
Either that guy. So to me, the whole time I'm like, oh, Nikki's gonna show up right now.
Yes.
Like in one of those windows, and like, I don't know. I personally knew like, you feel scared for Sarah a lot of the movie because you know this Nikki's crazy, and then she's gonna be the jealous girlfriend in this situation, right?
oh yeah.
So
And then it brings back to the suspense. The suspense and tension is done so well. Like he said, yes, you're expecting something to happen.
You don't know when,
Mm-hmm.
but you're scared I was scared for Sarah the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then what happened?
And so before,
And at a most romantic or like the peak or like, oh, this guy can experience real joy. You
yeah,
know?
they're like laughing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And then out of nowhere, fucking Nikki shows up and bashes through the driver's side window where Sarah is, and just grabs her and immediately just starts bashing her head against the steering wheel.
Like how many times? Like 10? 15?
It was like, yeah, it was like 15, but
Yeah.
it was so hard every time. And you just see Sarah's face just caving in with each hit. They're just like completely getting just obliterated. Like her teeth were like all mangled up and her eyeballs like hanging out. Like,
So on that one, like I saw a review. Somebody was saying that actually they had to shorten that
oh really?
to not get the what is it, the NHR 17?
No
rating.
way.
Yeah, like they actually had like another solid 10 seconds of that.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed. I think I mean it was brutal, right? But I think
was brutal.
It was supposed to be funny in a way.
For
like,
me,
just the darkness of it is like it's just so like aggressive and like
it's
so
over the
sudden.
top. It's over the top, 100%.
Yeah, and then so then you just see the terror on Bear's face, and then it pans to Nikki, and it's just like I don't know what you call it. It's just like it reminds me of Terrifier type of scene. You know, it's just like just gruesome gore, and it's so over the top that it's kind of funny. At least to me, I don't know. Like it's just like you just see her eyeball. Just like that, it's just crazy.
Just not with the budget of Terrifier. Like this looked
Dude, did you hear that?
Very real.
Do you know this movie was done with less than $1 million?
It was like $700,000 budget.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Like that's cheap for like a movie.
For how good it was.
With the quality and,
Yeah.
and yes, it's insane how good this movie is with such a low budget.
Mm-hmm.
Horror movies in general are killing it this year. I will say that, dude. Like this is that's a good like. This should be an example. Well, I don't know because I like my high budget movies too.
Dude, we're going through like I was just saying that I feel like we're going through some kind of like horror movie renaissance or something. Because like Hokum was it seems like the good movies tend to be like horror movies right now. I don't know what's going on. There's one that just came out recently that my friend.
Oh, I want to watch Backrooms, dude.
Backrooms, yeah. I heard it was really good, and there was we got it. You know,
that's our next review.
Yeah. Next review.
Yeah.
So then Nikki comes around. It's like, okay,
and she's
I love you. And like, you gotta help me get rid of the body now.
Yeah. And then she's just like, she's like caressing him, and she's like, "It's okay, Bear. I mean, just know this is your fault. You betrayed me. This is what happened."
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
specific.
she's like, "Just remember, Bear. This is all your fault." But she's like, "But it's okay. Just help me hide the body, and everything's fine."
Yeah.
And he does. He fucking helps her hide his best friend's body, dude.
I mean, what would you have done? You're not trying to go to
That's
jail.
true. Like, what do you do?
So, because I see a lot of criticism about like in this
Sorry.
situation, but like in real life, like if this were to have happened, like you're going to jail. Yeah, like
That's
you're
true.
going to jail. Like you gotta figure this out.
And
But it's getting really messy. And at that point, it's really messy.
There's like no coming back at this point.
Yeah.
And oh, sorry.
So is this? So we're nearing the end. I would say that was the climax of the film.
That was definitely one of the freakiest, most like craziest scene. I would agree with you.
Yeah.
And it gets and so
it's the first death in the whole movie, other than the cat.
That's
if you
true.
think about it, for a horror film,
yeah,
it's kind of like it took a while, right?
Yeah.
Towards the end, it was the climax.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. It speaks to like they didn't overdo the deaths, but it does show like okay, there are consequences in this world. It's not gonna be like.
Yeah, it's not just like, oh my god, I'm freaked out. Like, no, it's like there are permanent consequences to this.
And they killed off a character that was kind of beloved. Like, they really built up this character.
You really liked Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah was the cool one. She was nice. She was the one that actually cared about Bear's cat dying. She was the first one to show compassion toward him in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's the only one who like actually hugged him and like and for a minute and was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like no one else did that. Not even real Nikki.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was. I think that's because I don't know, in some older movies, right? I think pre Game of Thrones, a lot of movies were scared to kill off characters that you liked, right? They would only kill like
That's
the
true.
annoying characters that nobody liked, and
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought that was cool. I almost wasn't sure that they would do something like that, but at the same time, I was like, they have to, because like she's a jealous girlfriend. There's no way
She wouldn't.
she's not gonna kill unalive. I feel like we're gonna get
Fuck.
copyright.
We'll edit it.
or
We'll edit
strike.
it. Unalive, guys.
Unalived.
Yeah.
The girl that liked the guy that she was infatuated with, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, what happened after that?
After that, he helps her hide her body, and I think Nikki like chops her body up or something. No, I forget. Anyways, but they go. He then still has the letter that Sarah received, so it's just Bear on his own. I don't know how he gets time to himself, but he's like on his own, overlooking like a cliff or something in his car, and he decides to open up the letter, and the letter basically immediately you see at the start, congratulations. So Sarah was accepted into her dream school. And
they're just rubbing it in at that point.
Yeah, and it's so sad because she was so happy like minutes prior, like they were like dreaming of like their future, you know.
Yeah.
And her future was bright, like she was going to do the things she had dreamed of doing, and it was all torn away because of Bear.
Bear's dumb wish.
Yep, Bear was selfish, and this is what happened. And yeah, dude, that scene hit really hard. Actually, I was actually very sad. Like I got a little teary eyed and
for real,
and all that. Yeah, and I thought it was pretty well done. And then it moves on to basically
them trying to hide the body. I
think so. But then after that, I don't remember that too much. But after that, Bear goes to see his best friend, and he's asking him for help.
No. He goes to try to buy a new. He goes to the store, and the guy very casual is like, well, yeah, he's like, where's the wishing willow? He's like, they're right there or whatever. And he's very casual. I think that's another part of the joke. That's like, these guys are selling things that change your life, like wishes that work.
Yeah.
For $6.95 or something. And he's like, yeah, of course it works. What do you mean? Like, I think that was part of the joke too. He's just so casual about it. I was like, well, how could you do this? You know, there's a bunch of warnings on the thing. Did you read that?
That's true.
So then he buys another one or two or something.
Yeah.
And then he goes to see his friend. Right.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, so he has the other wish, and then I think even that guy's the one who's like, just ask her to wish, or just counteract the wish with another wish. Like that guy's the one who recommends it.
Yeah.
And so he goes to see his best friend, and he has the other one wish willow.
Because it's a one wish willow, you can only make one wish.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he goes up to his friend, and he's like, "Hey man, you need to help me out. Like, and he explains to him that like I made a wish. You did. He's like, you're right, dude. It is weird that Nikki's all over me, but you know what happened? It's because I did this thing, and it's a one wish willow, and my wish came true. And then his friend's basically like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? Like, this makes no sense at all. And then doesn't believe him at all.
Even though he saw the whole thing, right?
Yeah. And he knew that, like, Nikki wasn't into him because he was banging Nikki. Like, he knew. So it is a little weird that he doesn't believe him. But it goes to show you how shit of a friend he was actually, you know, in the end. And he's just like, just do this for me. Bear's like pleading to him. And so he grabs it and he's like, all right. And then he's like, I wish for $1 billion, and snaps the one wish willow, because that's what you're supposed to do. You snap it, and then it starts raining, like literally starts raining
dollars.
Money,
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. Like it's such a like, what the hell, like,
like
like they couldn't have done it in a more subtle way. It literally just spawns in money.
He doesn't get a call like, you've inherited $1 billion. No, it just starts raining.
It's literally.
That's funny.
And then immediately he's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this is real. And but Bear is upset because he's like, you fucking idiot.
Of course we're all upset.
Yeah.
The whole theater, like everybody's watching like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. And there you go, the wish is gone, and now Bear is fucked. And
this is when I'm like, why don't you just find a child somewhere and be like, hey, I'll give you $10 and wish for me real quick.
Yeah,
obviously.
A kid would have sewed up that money, 100%.
He could have picked a complete stranger, like, but you know, obviously that would have been a good story. That would have been a good story.
Yeah.
So he goes back home.
Yes, he decides to go back home instead of getting another wish and trying another person, right?
Yeah.
No, he's just like, oh, let's go home.
Right.
And then Nikki's there, and she has Sarah's body posed in a chair, and she's nude, and she's all cut up and like dismembered, and I think her head's gone or something, and her legs gone,
Something
and she's
that.
like posing with her legs open, like
Yeah.
with like showing her female parts,
privates.
her
Yeah.
her privates, and her private parts, and then basically.
Does he
Nikki-
ask her to make a wish? Does he
Yeah.
ask-
Oh yeah, he starts asking. Oh yeah, he does have another one wish
Yeah,
willow, huh?
yeah,
And so
yeah.
yeah, and so he's
Yeah.
asking Nikki like, oh, if you really love me, right, like you do anything for me, then wish for Nikki to. What does he ask for her to wish?
I don't know. I can't remember if he even asked her to wish anything.
I think he asked her to undo the wish essentially, but I forget what the exact wording was. But obviously, she refuses to do so because it would go against what she wants, completely.
I don't remember him asking her to make a wish. I just remember. I remember that it fell out of his pocket.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, and she's no, not yet. Before that, right? Before that, she starts to freak out and basically realize that he doesn't love her or whatever, and she's like has a gun and she's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill myself, right? She's like trying to kill herself, right?
I don't remember this.
And basically, Bear's best friend, something of that sort happens, and Bear's best friend then walks in the front door.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, dude, it fucking worked. And then freaking Nikki shoots him straight in the middle of his head and just kills him immediately. And you're just like, it's so out of nowhere, and it was kind of funny actually. I'm not gonna lie, because the guy's a dick.
They had to die. It was a tragedy. Everybody had to die.
Whoa, spoilers! No, I'm just
It was a tragedy, right? That's like in the classical sense. It was a tragic tale.
Yeah,
which is fitting because it was very Shakespearean in the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the whole like Romeo and Juliet.
Because they were the four characters. Those were the everybody else was those were the four main characters. There was the two main characters, which were Bear and Nikki, and then you had the friend, which I forgot his name,
Me too.
and Sarah.
Yeah.
And that was the main characters.
Anyways.
So Sarah died, the guy died, and then what happens?
And then so they wrestle for the gun after she shoots his friend, and Bear somehow gets the gun and locks himself, runs to the bathroom, locks himself in the bathroom, and he's just like, okay, my best friend's dead, Sarah's dead. Like, fuck it, like, I have to end this now. And he has the gun in his mouth, and he's, like, gonna blow his own head off. But he chickens out. He can't do it. Right. He's like, this anything I can do. That is scary, bro. Like, that's fucking terrifying.
Do you think it's commenting on the fact that he's a coward? That's messed up.
100%.
Well, because don't they say that, like, women are more likely to, like, kill, unalive themselves with, like, overdose or whatever.
I think
so I do think that in a way, like, him dying the same or unaliving himself the same way that his cat died was poetic, and it was like a bookend.
Yeah, so he grabs the pills, his own pills, and it's like I read it. It was like oxycodone. It was oxys, yeah. And he takes like, I don't know, like a handful of them.
A handful of them. Here's an interesting part. So he takes them. He then changes his mind and tries to throw up.
He tries to. Well, but as this is happening, you can hear the chime of the One Wish Willow, like on the other side of the door.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, dude, you could. It's very muffled.
Okay.
So you're like, wait, what's going on? Like, obviously, what is Nikki doing? What's going on here? And so he's trying to throw up, and you see his face completely change, and he's like in a state of like euphoria or something. He's like seems just.
Yeah,
really happy.
So again, like these two characters, they're so good at expressing so much with their face. But so you know something's changed, right? Obviously.
Yep.
He goes outside.
Looks at Nikki.
They have like a moment where they look at each other and they're like both super obsessed with each other at that point, right?
They're like smiling, like so madly in love with each other.
It's very Romeo and Juliet, right? They like kiss or something.
Yeah.
And then he dies.
Yeah, and then he starts to, they're like making out, and then the drugs start to kick in because he doesn't get to throw up all of it. And then Nikki's like, no, like freaking out, like don't die, and he's teasing out, like he's overdosing.
Right.
And basically, since he dies, Bear dies, he ODs, and since he dies, the wish is then undone. And then real Nikki is then left with the consequences.
Everybody's dead.
Everybody's
and
dead.
their house is a mess. And I think that's a commentary on the darkness of the patriarchy. It's like the women are left to deal with the
consequences of men's actions.
Cowardice.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something like that, right?
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
not, but maybe a curtain is just a curtain, Manny.
But yeah, so there you go. She's left with the shit show. She sees her friend is dead because she was friends with Sarah. So Sarah's dead.
She loved all those people.
Yeah.
Even Bear.
Yeah.
She loved Bear.
Bear was like her little brother.
Like her brother, yeah.
Genuinely. And Bear's laying in her arms dead, and she's just like, what? And she just starts screaming. She's just like in complete shock of like what's happening, and she's screaming, and everyone's dead. I mean, freaking the best friend, I forget his name, dude. Like he's laying there with a bullet one through his head.
Yeah.
Freaking Sarah's chopped up, sitting on a chair, naked.
The house is gross.
The house is a mess. Bear, it's like a shit show, literally. Like Bear's like seizing and foam's coming out of his mouth. Well, he's not moving anymore. He's dead, but there's still residual foam, I guess. And yeah, so she starts to scream.
I feel like that's a more tragic story than if she would have died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, how's she gonna explain that to the cops?
She can't, right? How do you explain that?
Yeah. And how traumatizing is that gonna be? And I wonder if she remembers that she was stuck somewhere, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's never actually fully revealed if she's like conscious while the other being is in control of her body, but apparently not, because she seems very surprised at the consequences of the outcome at the very end when she finally comes back.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, and then she even was very surprised when they were first going to make love or whatever. Like she like comes to and she's like, "Why am I making out with Bear?" and like freaks out, you know. So I don't think she is aware of anything of any of it.
It's hard to say, right? But
it's not fully confirmed.
But she was definitely shocked.
Yeah.
Like as one would be, right?
Yeah, if it's just immediately thrown upon you like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I'm willing to bet she's not conscious when the other Nikki's in her body.
Dude. And that was the end. That was it.
Yeah, it just pans to the TV.
That was the end. It's open to interpretation, I'm sure, like all that. But
yeah,
I've never seen any of these actors.
Me neither.
And they were amazing. So
they were so good.
I'm sure
this wasn't
a lot more.
Yeah.
Especially Nikki.
Yeah,
I mean, both of them, Bear and Nikki, were great.
They were.
But like Nikki was
definitely the best one in my opinion.
She was good.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
So hopefully she'll be in the next Terrifier. I think that'll be sick.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Watch. Quote me on that. She's gonna be in the next. They're gonna hire her. Yeah.
You know, she kind of does look like the chick from the Terrifier a little bit.
I just feel like
I don't know if that is her though.
But I mean, they did a lot because I watched a few reviews. I guess they did a lot of like camera work or like editing tricks where like I thought she was doing weird things, but apparently like when she was the uncanny valley things that she would do, like it was because they were filming her in reverse, stuff like that. That made her seem like, oh, what is that? It's almost human, but it's not.
Yeah, her movements were very unnatural at points, and that's what freaked me out. Like it totally creeped me out.
Yeah.
Because people should not be able to move the way Nikki was moving in some of these scenes.
And it's because it was just reversed or they used tricks.
Makes sense.
Well, yeah. I mean, overall, I thought it was an amazing film. Like, it surprises me that people don't talk more about how funny it was, because it was really funny to me.
It was hilarious.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
I wasn't personally that scared, but you know, I feel like I watch movies and I'll get scared when other people don't get scared. So I don't know. I just have a weird. The different things scare me, I guess.
You just have a unique perspective.
Yeah, that was too funny for me to be too scared, but I mean, it was definitely like creepy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what were we doing, 1 to 10 scale or?
Is it better than Bear vs. Monster?
Oh yeah, 8 versus Monster.
No, 8 versus Monster. Bear versus Monster. Bear versus Nikki. Nikki.
Oh man.
Was it better than, like, honestly? No. I'm just playing.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
just not quite. Just didn't quite hit the. If you case you guys didn't know, Ape versus Monster is it's a
coolest
spoof.
fucking. Oh, excuse me. The coolest movie. No, I was playing.
It's a spoof of a monster movie, like a Godzilla versus Kong. It was made in like 2020 or something. So that's where we get our channel name. It's sort of like the first movie we ever saw together.
And it was really good.
And it was kind of funny. Like it was
really funny.
It's like it's purposely like low budget, but it's a spoof.
They call it mockbuster, right?
Yeah.
And I mean I'm not one to watch this, but this was really good. I don't know. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But is it better than that?
Totally different genre.
Yeah. 1 to 10. Okay. As a dude, I don't know. It was really good. It's hard for me to grade things, because who am I to grade a movie? I've never made a movie, but as an experience, it was just fun. It was just such a fun movie. Like it reminded me of like Goosebumps or something like that. So and it's not like it's not a diss. It's just in the way that it didn't take itself too seriously, and it was good. Like it was like a movie. It was a made up world. There were inconsistencies, or there was like things that didn't make sense, or
but it wasn't
too convenient. Like they all work in the same store.
But it wasn't
like,
super jarring.
But it was great though. Like
yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like I didn't care. Like all those things, I didn't care. I was like, oh, I'm here for this fictional world.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with it. Like obviously this stuff that didn't make sense. Like why would a random guy answer the back of the phone? Like the number.
Yeah.
So I would say like, what would you give it? You go first.
Dude, for me it's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10.
Damn.
Yeah,
Like
I genuinely loved it that much. I thought it was creepy enough. Like it wasn't the scariest movie in the world, but it doesn't have to be a 10 out of 10 movie.
No. It was just a good movie.
It was just solid. Like the story, the story was good. The characters were written well enough. Everyone was very likable in their own ways. Acting was incredible, like stellar acting, especially from the two main leads, like we said.
And they're like not. I think that's even more special.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, whoa, who are these people?
Yeah, definitely put them on the map for me. Like I know they've been in other things. I'd have to look it up. I don't know what they've been in.
I don't know.
I know Nikki's been in something else that was pretty big. Whoever her name's Indy Navaretti or something like that.
Not sure.
But definitely puts them on the map as really good actors. And yes, there are little things that are like, oh, why would Bear do that? And why would you could think that all day? But for me, it wasn't so jarring where it like made the story any less. Like it's perfectly fitting for his character.
Yeah.
And I think it's thematically like tackles some very deep themes, and it tackles them tastefully. Like it doesn't get too like in your facey with it. It is veiled, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't preach to you, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So I like the theme. I like the story. It was a 10 out of 10 film. Fucking entertaining from start to finish for me. I was definitely always on my toes and always wondering what Nikki was gonna do next. You know.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a great horror film.
10 out of 10. I don't know if I can rate it. Like I just. It's like it probably was a 10 out of 10, but I'm gonna have to give it a 9.5.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, you gotta go somewhere from. How can it be a perfect film? Like,
well, that's the thing that I guess we'd have to establish what a 10 out of 10 means. I think no film's a 10 out of 10, right?
Ape versus Monster. It's 10 out of 10.
Yeah. No film's a 10 out of 10, truthfully, right?
Well, what's your 10 out of 10 film if you had to pick one?
If you can't think of a single jarring like complaint with the film, right? Like I think that's a 10 out of 10.
I feel you're right. I feel like that's fair. 10. Dang, this was a 10 out of 10 in a way.
I mean, you can.
Oh, let's talk Hokum for a second. Was that a 10 out of 10?
Hokum was up there. I'd have to rethink that. I'd have to definitely just rewatch it or go through it. But I loved Hokum. Like I liked this movie more than I liked Hokum though. Yeah. I'll say that. Yeah. And Hokum was scarier. Like, but I don't know. Maybe if I had to give it a rating, like off the top of my head, a 9 point. Nah, dude, it might also be a 10, dude. I don't know.
Horror films are doing really good right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, that's fair. 10 out of 10. I'll give it a 9.8. 9.8 out of 10. Just because, what did I not like about this film, I guess? Was there anything I didn't like? Was there anything you didn't like? Nothing?
Nah, I can't really think of something that I was just like, wow.
I thought the cat thing was weird.
Okay.
Like, it didn't, I felt like it was kind of, like, I guess I get it, like, she was crazy, but it was just, it didn't really fit to me. It was like, oh, so she's just like...
Right, she was sort of just like doing things to, like, she's supposedly so obsessed with this guy, but she would do things that would push him away or freak him out.
Yeah.
But when there was no reason to do so.
Yeah.
I guess you're
like
right.
If you're, you know what I mean?
I guess you're right. Yeah.
I didn't even really care for that. To me, it didn't make too much sense.
Yeah.
And then the way that he responded to it just seemed like something random that, like, they could do. But I guess the cat just was a real big piece of the film in a way.
Yeah. It was because it's even he even went out the same way as his cat did.
I think so. Like, it was foreshadowing his demise.
I guess it could have been a metaphor, right? Because bear
is a cat.
Bear
is a mammal.
Yeah, he's an animal, right? Like animals are very like when we think of animals, we think of animalistic instincts and traits, and they do what their instincts tell them to do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then bear was giving into his animalistic like cravings and tendencies, right? Like, instead of logically thinking any of this through, he's just like impulsive, right? Like, he would just like, okay, this is when he realizes, okay, Nikki's not really in this body, Nikki's not really there. He didn't care. He's just like, well, I'm still getting my, you know, I'm still getting laid. I'm still getting laid.
He got what he wanted.
Yep, he was still getting what he wanted. He was still getting his cravings fulfilled, his impulses, you know. So, it's a metaphor where he's
limbic in his limbic system.
Yeah,
limbic brain.
Yeah, exactly. He's an animal.
I could see that. I could see the cat.
And also, his name's Bear.
Yeah, I could see the cat being a metaphor for him, definitely because of that. The fact that he died the same way, right?
Yeah.
I think that becomes obvious that it was foreshadow that he died that way, and it was important. I know I heard, so I have seen some interviews from Curry himself where he was saying that he wanted the movie to start with the cat, like that. Okay. But they opted for the scene where the friend is teaching him or telling him what he should say to Nikki and all that. Okay. And they went that way because it gave so much background. Mm-hmm. So obviously it was really important to the creator. The cat was really a big deal. So I think it was significant. Not only that she then dug up the cat, made like an altar with it.
Oh yeah.
So it became like a vehicle to show how weird Nikki was.
Absolutely.
That, you know, the uncanniness of who she was. Yeah. I don't know. In a way, I want to think that the cat represented Bear himself.
Absolutely.
I don't know why he.
Maybe even other Nikki, right? Mm-hmm. Another being driven solely by her desires and cravings, right? She's just like a demon wishing to get her lusts fulfilled, right?
That's true. That's something. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
So then, yeah. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I guess who am I to say like I didn't like that she fed him cat? You know what I mean? Like if it was an important part of the story.
Maybe she knew he wouldn't give her up, right? Like she was just like, yeah, he's not gonna fucking leave me over this. Like he's obsessed. They were both obsessed with each other.
The vibe I got is just like she's just not human. She didn't realize that.
It wasn't normal.
It's not normal not to like you have to eat cat. Like you're not supposed to eat cat.
Okay, yeah.
It's a pet. You know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think she's
not of this world, right?
No, it was just to freak people out, you know.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I think you're right. Definitely solid film. Good job. I heard Curry's coming out with a new film. Can't wait to watch it.
Oh, hell yeah!
It'll be cool. Yeah.
Sweet.
But yeah,
well,
any closing thoughts?
I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's really great film. Fully recommend. You guys need to watch this, like, immediately. You will not regret it. Mm-hmm. I think anybody would like this film. Like, if you're into horror films, like, there's no
If you're into dark comedy,
Yes.
you'll like it too.
Oh yeah, if you have a darker sense of humor,
Mhm.
you'll love this movie.
It was really funny.
And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I don't think we ever introduced ourselves either. By the way,
Okay.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name's Manny,
Fredo.
and this is Ape versus Monster, and this is our first ever movie review. And
Yeah. Hopefully we'll make some more. Hopefully you guys stick around.
yeah,
And let us know if you have any ideas or give us feedback and
like, comment,
subscribe,
all that stuff.
all that jazz. Yeah.
All right, guys. See ya.
Adios.